the African Union established an African Charter for the rights and the welfare of children. We all know this, yes? Right. Now, part of any charter is like a promise, yes? When a country signs on to it, it's promising to do certain things. For instance, to make sure that, children's freedom, their dignity, right to education, a lot of things, okay? Now, Zambia and Senegal and a lot of other countries have signed on to this. Countries that have signed on to the Charter have promised that they will send a report, okay, to a group of experts called the African Committee of Experts on the Rights and Welfare of the Child. All right, so basically, what we're trying to do today is to make sure that the organizations that are interested in sending reports to the African Committee of Experts actually know how to make sure that children's voice and children's opinion is included in that. Okay? So the work that you're going to do today, the children, is very, very important. Because if you can do this right, it means that not just you, but children everywhere in Africa will be able to also have their voice about their rights and about their welfare. It helps us when children speak about their rights, it helps us to work with children to encourage governments to make sure those rights are attained. Yes?
Good. So, as it has been said by the director, the purpose of this meeting is to validate the child-friendly guide for CSOs. What happened is that Cherry, who is here, and Cherry did get the views and opinions of children on how the manual on CSOs engaging in the committee of experts, how that manual can be made more child-friendly. So after that, she has worked with a designer and to put together the ideas of the children. So we have a draft here today of that manual, reflecting the views and opinions from children. But because the ideas are from children, we cannot finalize that manual until we come back to children. So what we are doing today is we are bringing you back the CSO guide so that you look at it again and confirm whether we are on the right track. This document will be tabled to the African Committee of Experts in their next sitting in March. And it will be adopted as a document the committee can use for engaging, particularly with children-based CSOs. So that is the purpose of the meeting, and therefore, you want to clap for Cherry when she comes?
Have you ever been asked to do something that was impossible? So I was asked to make these 2 books child-friendly. So the way to make it child-friendly was to meet with you. In each country, you were asked to give us drawings on child rights in your language, and then we took those pictures and then your ideas about what the report should look like, because you knew how to make it child-friendly. And then what I was able to do with your ideas and the help of others was to take some of your drawings and your design ideas about how it should look. Okay, so what I want to do is go through the document briefly with you, and then you get a chance to get your own copy and the French or English version and write all over it. Tell me how to make it better, or tell me it's wonderful. Just to give you a sense of what's in here, so next one. This just explains the preface. Some of you actually tried writing it, and I took some of those ideas. When Njava speaks, she gives information. Asi is more questioning, skeptical. That's why I thought it was a good fit for you. So here they say, who is the guide for? And then she answers, and then the information comes below. So same as your other questions. And then we get to an activity where we suggest something to do or something to watch. So it's kind of like a workbook. And then you can go right to the links if you're watching it on the computer, or if you have chats to go near your computer, and you can watch and get more information. And each section is like that. So that is the idea, and we'll give you the books. And then you read through certain sections, how much time you have, and write on the with markers what you think you missed, should be different, or other suggestions. So the assignment was this very large book that was written for adults, how to make it the same information, more child-friendly, and include the children's ideas and pictures from 4 countries. So that was the idea of it. And so the question is the book more child-friendly, and what could be improved?
My name is Mandwe. First of all, we noticed that some words are difficult to read and understand. Cartoon characters that children are familiar with should be used. We like the fact that the page showing the articles contains a picture which was drawn by children. Lastly, we like the fact that the publication contained pictures of children in training or doing activities. And this is one of the pictures showing the children actually doing an activity. Thank you.
Let's clap. That was really, really helpful. Can I have your notes? These changes can all easily be made. They're really good. Thank you.
My name is Samantha, and our group consisted of Friday and Chris Kaini. What we thought in my group is that it's not every child that can access internet. So the best thing that we came up with is maybe we should try to put up commercials on TVs and radio, on TV stations and radio stations, or link up with the Ministry of Education to make publication of such copies and distribute them in schools. I think that would help so much. We love the fact that the articles were simplified in a way that children would understand, and thank you.
My name is Perry Kentikole. The English has been simplified better than the last one, which is very impressive because I'm able to understand as a child what has been highlighted in the guide. There are pictures in the guide which is making the guide more fun. At least a child has a reason to smile while they are reading. One other thing, there should be a summary in local languages. Not every child can understand English, for example, as much as it is an official language. So, for example, even at the back, if we can have a summary of local languages of what the guide is talking about. It's important to highlight some of the expectations from the guide for the children. What do they expect after going through the guide, and concerning the things that the guide talks about. To make it more real, we can have a profile of the child, on their rights in the guide. Like to make it more real, not as in getting a cartoon, yes, but facing reality. What are children going through in the world? That is what we've gathered from our group.
My name is Gabriel Piri. So the positive sides that we found in the document is well abbreviated compared to the last edition. It is actually indicating that these summaries like NGO simplifies this and this. Children like me and a lot of children out there like animated things and like pictures. I can never read a book without pictures. Though you adults don't understand this, but it's just within our nature. We can't do anything about it. Yeah, most pictures in this document are mostly done by children, making it very child-friendly and child-attractive. Okay, here are the negative sides.
My name is Dipule. The document is still too thick. So I mean, when you get the book and put it like this on a shelf, people are not going to come and see your show. They're going to see this, and they're going to leave it because a book this thick. When am I going to finish it? There are pictures that have nothing to explain. So my name is Natasha Mvula. We say that it needs to have more drawings. Yeah, because some of them, they are just less drawings in this book. So we say that it needs to have more drawings for like toddlers, in order for them to understand each and everything. It needs to be a bit smaller in size. It also needs to have less pages. The book also needs to have activities on some blank pages. Like here, it should have an activity saying, like, for example, you draw a cartoon saying, help Margaret find the police station, whereby the girl has been maybe abused or has been done something, like an activity, to make the child much more find it entertaining.
Bonjour à tout le monde. Je me nomme Daniel Daba et je viens du Sénégal. Lorsqu'on va à la préface, ici, comme nous parlons en anglais, les sigles, les acronymes ne sont pas compréhensibles. Pour un enfant qui n'est pas allé à l'école, il ne pourra pas lire ça pour comprendre que ce sont des organisations qui protègent l'enfant. Aussi, cet homme-là, le bâton-là, il l'a visé sur les organisations. Alors, s'il voulait battre l'enfant, il devrait le viser sur l'enfant lui-même.
She said that the first picture, the cover picture, is not clear, especially when it comes to the acronyms. It's very difficult to understand what are they talking about. For the abbreviations, they're suggesting that you also put logos, so that for someone who has never been to school, they'll be able at least to understand what those abbreviations are all about. So the preface, they're saying it's good that you have reduced it to that size because the first book, there was too much. So it's good that it has been reduced, but then they're saying at least there should be some pictures to make it attractive.
Thank you. All of your comments are something that can be changed and addressed. This was the first draft, and it will only improve because of your input. But I do want to make just a couple comments about the drawings. You're right, some say more drawings, less drawings, bigger pictures, smaller pictures. I think perhaps some of it can be addressed by subtitles and subheadings, and we'll never make everyone perfectly happy. But each picture does have a story to the person who drew it, and I'll just let the cover be explained.
Being the one that drew the cover picture, what this picture simply illustrates is, so this simply means that children are protected by these organizations. So if a child is abused, they can simply visit any of these organizations and they will be helped. They will be helped.
I think the only part that's left to our program today is to hear from the organizers and John. And I'm so pleased with the feedback from the children. It's all extremely helpful, thoughtful, and useful. And as I already referenced, something that can be addressed in the document.
Thank you very much. I think we need to clap for ourselves. We have done it. Good. Now, the reason why the CSO's guide was developed is because sometimes states need to be supported by civil society organizations to be able to do the reporting. In order for civil society to support the states, civil society itself needs to understand the charter and the committee. That's why the guide is there. So what we believe is that after we finalize the document that we have just been discussing, we will have a better view of the African Charter and also the African Committee. And so this manual is supposed to be disseminated to schools, to communities where children organizations are, because children's organizations need to be understanding the work of the committee so that when the committee comes, they're able to meet it and they reason together about rights of children. Ernest, you want to say something?
Yeah, it's my sincere pleasure to see that Save the Children through this meeting has created capacity among children, and once we have this fine work already being done, it would be easy for us to take it forward and replicate the same document in local languages.
Merci beaucoup. Voilà, moi, mon nom c'est Chérif Tien et nous venons de la coalition nationale des associations ONG en faveur de l'enfant. On veut dire que ce qui est en train de faire ici, c'est quelque chose de très important et que nous accompagnons et que nous saluons. C'est d'ailleurs cela qui a fait notre déplacement pour venir jusqu'ici.
They're saying they're very happy to be here. It's important that they have come to participate. And they're saying they are congratulating Save the Children for organizing this forum because it's not easy to organize such a function. And even where they are coming from, they have so many different organizations which work with the same cause as Save the Child.
Ce travail est très difficile parce que nous, on a une expérience.
Okay, this type of work is very difficult because they have experienced it. They're saying they thank you very much for the effort that you have made so that at least they are able to understand what is happening.